toilets are a crucial necessity in every individual's life. While not frequently used, it's essential to have public toilets for everyone, regardless of their gender. However, Amsterdam is one such nation that struggles to provide its citizens with equal availability of toilets. Did you know that there are 35 public toilets available for men, compared to 3 for women in Amsterdam? Why is there such a shortage of public toilets for women in Amsterdam? When you think of Amsterdam, you probably think of free drugs and drinking. However, this progressive nation is facing issues in its infrastructure due to lack of toilets available for women. Amsterdam boasts a significant number of public urinals catering to men. At the same time, women frequently need to seek out alternative options, such as nearby pubs or cafes. Thankfully, there are many such establishments in Amsterdam. However, in recent years, Amsterdam has gained international recognition for its progressive policies and commitment to gender equality. In this video, we'll delve into the background of the Toilet Ladies Act, explore its impact on society, and highlight the changes it has brought to Amsterdam's public spaces. Despite acknowledging the issue for the past century, Amsterdam has failed to adequately address the lack of public restroom facilities, particularly for women and individuals with disabilities, according to a recently published report on open toilets access. In 2018, the Amsterdam Council expressed its intention to provide public facilities within a 500-meter radius in the city center and busy pedestrian areas. However, currently, there are only 112 open public restrooms in the city, of which 56 are accessible to women and 50 are equipped for individuals with disabilities. The report highlights the poor ease of locating these restrooms, particularly during the nighttime when areas known for nightlife are more than 500 meters away from a wheelchair-accessible restroom, except for locations around Central Station, Leidseplein, Europapelijn, and Arena Boulevard. Moreover, only 34 accessible restrooms are free, while the others require payment ranging from 20 cents to €1 per visit. Do you think this is a sign of sexism for a nation as progressive as Amsterdam, or just negligence? But regardless of what it is, multiple women have spoken out against the atrocity for over 7 years, yet very little action has been taken. A nation that is infamous for being open and modern is yet still to cater to the entirety of its female gender. Seems a little suspicious. Protests emerged in response to the issue. In 2017, Geert Pinning attempted to appeal a €140 fine for public urination, arguing that there were insufficient public facilities for women. Although she lost her case, toilet activists have since tried to organize protests highlighting the inadequacy of male urinals for female use. During the COVID-19 lockdown, a group called the Toilet Alliance has advocated for the reopening of more restroom facilities across the country. Additionally, forest managers have expressed concerns about the increase in public littering due to the lack of available restrooms. Ivo Thonen, a spokesperson for the Toilet Alliance, emphasized that the new report validates the need for Amsterdam to consider the broader economic impact of increasing toilet provision. Accessible and readily available restrooms would allow people to stay out longer, positively affecting the local economy. Thonen further stated that Amsterdam, along with many other Dutch cities, lags behind its international counterparts in terms of restroom policies. He believes that the municipality should not only focus on costs, but also consider the societal benefits of providing more restrooms. Thonen suggests that municipalities like Amsterdam can adopt creative approaches by opening restrooms in semi-public buildings, which would have the added advantage of remaining open during potential future pandemics. The report aims to shed light on the inadequate provision of public restrooms in Amsterdam, particularly for women and individuals with disabilities. The issue has gained attention through protests and activism, highlighting the need for improved facilities to meet the demands of residents and visitors alike. The report urges the city to consider the economic and societal benefits of increasing toilet accessibility, emphasizing the importance of creative solutions to address this long-standing problem. However, why isn't the country showing any signs of responding to these issues? Being a country that is a popular tourist attraction, the nation should do all that it can to improve and boost its economy. Catering to its female citizens and tourists would only further boost their revenue. Only conversations have taken place, but no action has yet been taken. This has only enraged the nation's female citizens further. In 2017, in a show of frustration over the lack of female-friendly public toilets, women in 5 Dutch cities took to the streets in protest. The protest, organized by a group called Zijkwivgen, translated as Pissing Women, involved women publicly urinating, an act that can result in a €90 fine. The demonstrations occurred in Amsterdam, Eindhoven, Haarlem, Rotterdam, and Utrecht, where several hundred women relieved themselves in male urinals or on the streets. The protest named Power to the PP was initiated by Geert Piening, who had recently been found guilty of public urination in a location without appropriate facilities for women. Piening was fined €90 or $105. The aim of the protest was to highlight the difficulties faced by women in finding decent, hygienic, and dignified places to urinate in public urinals designed for men. Despite being aware that they would be fined, these brave women went on a fight against gender inequality and their right to have a restroom in public as well. They brought the issue towards light and continue to do so regardless of the opinions of others. By mid-afternoon, over 160 images had been shared on Instagram under the hashtag #ZijkWish. Some of these images, along with a petition titled Urination Equality in the Netherlands, which will be sent to the Dutch Minister for Education, Culture and Science, Jet Boesmaker. The catalyst for the protest was a male judge's comment to Piening during her trial, suggesting that she should have used the men's urinal instead. Now, if this isn't blatant sexism, then we don't know what is. Are these words of a rational and fair judge? Enraged by his words in response, demonstrators urinated on copies of the court ruling as a symbolic act of resistance. Piening's complaint stemmed from the stark disparity between the number of toilets available to men and women in Amsterdam. She argues that while there are dozens of toilets for men, only a couple are designated for women. Piening claims that her act of public urination was a result of an emergency situation with no viable alternative available to her. A majority of the public opinion agreed with her stance, as multiple women came out and expressed that this is a real issue in their city. However, despite their protests and efforts, it was all in vain. The court ruled against her, and the injustice continues to this day. The protest organizers highlighted the significant imbalance, stating that Central Amsterdam had 35 permanent public urinals compared to just 3 public toilets suitable for women. And you might find it surprising to know that the population of women in Amsterdam is higher compared to that of men. In 2022, a slight majority of the population of Amsterdam was female, with a population of 445,000 compared to 438,000 men. So in Central Amsterdam, there are 35 restrooms for males, yet only 3 for women, with women dominating the nation's numbers. This seems a little unfair to the female citizens of the Netherlands. They live in a country that isn't conscious or empathetic to the various plights of women. It is disheartening to observe that the country has not adequately addressed the diverse challenges that women encounter on a daily basis. Living in a society that lacks consciousness and empathy towards the plights of women can be particularly discouraging. It indicates a failure to recognize and address the specific needs and concerns of half the population. Equality and inclusivity are fundamental principles that should be upheld to create a harmonious and just society. In a nation that prides itself on progressive values, it's disconcerting to witness the persistent imbalance in the provision of essential facilities, such as public toilets, which disproportionately affects women. This disparity underscores a broader issue of societal neglect and a failure to prioritize the well-being and dignity of female citizens. The demonstrations aim to draw attention to the unequal restroom facilities and the challenges women face in finding appropriate spaces to relieve themselves in public spaces. The hope is that by shedding light on this issue, the authorities will take action to rectify the imbalance and provide equal access to clean and suitable restroom facilities for all. What do you think must be done to change the situation? To build a more equitable and empathetic society, it is crucial for the Netherlands to acknowledge and understand the unique challenges faced by women. By cultivating awareness and empathy, decision-makers and communities can work together to implement policies and initiatives that address disparities and create a more inclusive environment. Fostering a conscious and empathetic society requires a collective effort. It is imperative to engage in open dialogues, listen to the concerns of women, and empower them to actively participate in shaping policies that directly impact their lives. By doing so, the Netherlands can move closer to becoming a society that not only recognizes and empathizes with the plights of women, but also takes meaningful action to address them. Education and awareness campaigns can significantly promote empathy and understanding among the general public. By highlighting women's experiences, challenges, and achievements, society can develop a more nuanced understanding of the various issues they face. Fostering empathy also involves encouraging men to actively participate in discussions and initiatives to create a more equitable society. Men can serve as allies in addressing the challenges faced by women, working together towards a shared vision of gender equality. It's through their support and efforts that we can forge a better world for all of us to live in. Ultimately, through conscious efforts, empathy, and a commitment to equality, The Netherlands can become a society that not only acknowledges but actively works to alleviate the various plights faced by its female citizens. By valuing the voices and experiences of women, the country can create a more inclusive and supportive environment for all its residents. What do you think is the solution to this issue? How do you think women should react and address this issue? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video, make sure to also watch our next video about the top 10 dirtiest toilets by clicking on the screen. Don't forget to hit on the like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and smash that bell icon to notify you of our next release. See you later.